Bell has rung. Dow down 1181, S&P down 166, NASDAQ down 620. VIX at 49. Okay, I think I figured out on my other computer how to pull up the chat. Okay, I'm good. VIX over 50 now. Getting a few stocks bouncing here and getting some coming down, so a little two-way action. See, Coinbase down 7 3/4. Tesla down 7.5%. Nvidia down 6.5%. Apple down 6.25%. Amazon down 3.5%. Meta down 3.5%. So another hefty sell-off happening. It's pretty wild seeing how juiced the SPY puts are. So get a mix of red and green bars. Let's see what type of volume we get here on a Monday with this second bar. Down over 1,300. So not sure. Not sure what's going on here. I don't know, folks. No clue. It's like it just changed on me. I don't know. The only thing I've done was mute my mic, so I didn't touch any of the settings at all in Discord. So I'm not sure why muting my mic would kick me out. S&P still coming down. Pretty hefty drop there. So you guys can't see my screen now? Huh. Oh, I've already shared it. That's weird. All right, I think I got it. First time ever doing this, guys. It's going to take a little bit to win me over on this new setup. So don't see any volume runners. Nothing, no big bars. I got a feeling it's going to be all price action trades like it's kind of been recently. I think what happened was when I connected my other laptop so I could see the chat, it kicked me out of my laptop that I'm streaming on. I think that's what happened, because my problem is I can't see the chat now if it's on the same computer I'm streaming on, because I use that to look at 8 different stocks to trade. So it's either look at the chat or look at the stocks. Let's see. Don't really see anything holding up on this flush out of the gates. I guess maybe Amazon. Yeah, it had a push up, and it's kind of held up. Yeah, that would solve the issue, Watson, but I don't want to do something different than what Steve does. I'll have to talk. I don't know how he handles that situation where I think it'll work as long as I'm not in that on my other computer. As long as I'm not like connected, I gotta be disconnected from the voice or the stream or whatever. Yeah, so Amazon is holding up a little bit here. So if we get a bounce in the S&P, we could very possibly get a push up in Amazon. But Coinbase, it pushed up out of the gates. You can see how it's completely flushed, which is completely opposite of what Amazon's doing. So I might look to enter long Amazon here if it comes back down just a little bit here. Dow down 1659. SMCI is holding up a little bit, but man, SMCI is getting so small. It's down to 28. Although I'm sure options are pretty juiced, like they are in most stocks. Yeah, so I've noticed over the last week or so, if you can, in the midst of a flush, if you can find a stock holding on a little bit like Amazon, could be good for an early long. See what it does here. If it comes down to about right about here, bottom of that green bar, I might get long. I don't know that it's going to, but we'll see. And there goes Amazon. Yep. So, oh well. Kind of, that's kind of adapting to the market, right? It's like we've got our volume runner, our Mighty 90, our continuation runner we teach in the course, but now, those courses weren't designed in a market like this. So, I've kind of just learned and noticed just from watching price action over the last week or so, you get a setup like Amazon, you could get some quick profits where you got a big flush out of the gate, but you've got, Amazon that's not flushing. Like I was looking at price out, I've already been out of 10%. Probably close to 20% now. Oh, I don't know that you need to do that, Bosch. I mean, you don't want to be. I mean, it's just adapting. Like you don't have to like have courses for every market. You just, it's just adapting to the times of the market. So this would have been an upside continuation runner based on kind of what I saw last week in the markets. VIX at 53.89. Microsoft staying weak. So here now we have a little bit of a bounce in the markets. So let's, what's something that's staying weak? Boeing, Microsoft. We still have a couple minutes left on this bar, so that, I mean, it could change in the next couple minutes. But yeah, what a beautiful push up in Amazon. Definitely gonna be looking for those in the future at the opening if we continue to have these big moves pre-market. Man, juiced up premiums. NASDAQ all the way back up to about where the market about where it opened. I've never not taken advantage of any of this big down move because you look at those SPY puts, and we've always had these VIX spikes. They're so juiced. I mean, the minute we have a VIX contraction, it's just going to wipe all that premium out. So it's really hard to. Just don't want to get short on a VIX spike. All right, so I'm looking for stocks that are staying weak here now that we're getting a little bit of a bounce. Boeing is one. I'm going to go ahead and get short Boeing here on the 670 puts. See, try to get filled at 640. Filled at 640. So I won't give this much. If you look, let me put Boeing over here, I guess. So it looks like it's going to push up much higher than where it's at right here. It'll be a quick cut. I'll probably let this bar finish. Yeah, what a push up in Amazon. NASDAQ now has gone above where it opened. Yeah, Boeing bounce, pretty nice. That's a little better bounce than Boeing there. Did not want to see it push up that far. Again, didn't go in with very big size just because position sizing is so critical. Wow, Steve posted. NDX has almost hit lower and upper expected move. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get out of my Boeings. Obviously, very sizable bounce here. So quick. Filled at 535. So relatively small loss. A lot of big bounces here. 550 wide TLC. Wow. Yeah, I haven't. I've been pondering TLC trades. It just wasn't created in this environment. So I'm gonna take a look at I haven't had any time to even look with doing this live stream this morning, but the management part of it, I think, is what may be affected. What do you mean? Would you name it second push for TLC? I don't understand what you're asking, Leo. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that's kind of a rule of thumb. I like to see two pushes. It doesn't mean it always happens, but what do you mean? Would you name it like changing the name? Oh, like this current price movement? Oh, no, like I haven't. No, I mean it's just well. First off, the second push has to stop, and after the second push, you need to see consolidation. But market like we have right now, like what I was talking about the day trading, like the rules weren't made for this type of market. So, but let's just say you were going to apply the rules. It had a little bit, it only had 15-minute push down. I mean, typically we're talking pushes that are, longer than 15 minutes. And this second push is still happening. You would still be having a second push going on right now. It hasn't been any consolidation at all. but yeah, I mean, it's you kind of throw some of the rules out the window. Markets like this. Pretty massive bounce here. I mean, huge bounce. Not something you expected to see. We didn't really see this last week after a flush out of the gates. A recovery this quickly and then through highs of day on a lot of stocks. So that Boeing trade, I was looking for continued price action down like we saw a lot last week, but it did not happen here. Roku now is green. DKNG, SMCI, all green. Yeah, that quick Amazon continuation to the upside would have been really nice.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. How's everybody doing? Just checking in. Just wanted to test my little the new live stream. Everything looked like there's a couple issues right off the bat, but all good now.
I think the issue was when I try, because my issue is I can't monitor the chat because I use the streaming computer for charts. So I think when I tried to get on the Discord on my second laptop to monitor the chat, I think it connected that and disconnected me on the Zoom. Okay. Or not the Zoom, but the live stream. So I have to make sure that that's disconnected, I believe.
So you can't look at your chat right now?
I can, but then I'm not looking at 8 different charts.
You can't pop the chat out so it just shows on the side? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like I'm either showing the Discord or I'm showing 8 charts. So I've got to try to pull it up on my other computer, which is what I used to do. I used to monitor the day trading chat on my other computer. I think when I pulled it up, it connected me over there, and that's when it disconnected the live stream.
Gotcha.
Because now I have a message that says, "Do I want to reconnect over there?" But I don't. So.
All right, sounds good. I'll go back on mute, but pop in if I have anything to say.
Yeah, pretty rocking. Yeah, if you've got any tips on stocks to trade, because this is a pretty good little rally here. We didn't see this last week, right out of the gates.
Yeah, this is wild. And NDX already pushed up, hit the bottom expected move, already pushed up through its upper one.
Yeah, we didn't see initial last week. A lot of those initial push downs, like we got continued push downs. This reverse
thing's got to be oversold to a certain extent here, at least in the short term.
Yeah. This reversed pretty quick today. I was going to get in on Amazon upside continuation because it was holding up. If you look at the second and third bar. Yeah, I was real close to getting into Amazon. If it would have come down just a little bit more, if I'd have been a little quicker.
I was looking at that one. I decided to go with coin on the Mighty 90. Kind of flushed.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pre-market low level. And I even got in late. Like I waited for it to bounce a little bit. Man, those calls paid quickly. I only did a 3 lot.
Yeah, MSTR was the same way. I was looking at that one. S&P up over 100 points, up 120 points in the last 16 minutes. All right, so Leo here will look and see. We're getting our first red bar here. So is this going to be now a 15, 20, 30 minutes of consolidation, or is it going to continue pushing? Yeah, it could be a trap. Netflix has went green. So Amazon, could be in a position to, another upside continuation here. Netflix as well, it's got this, it pushed up and pulling back to, looks like probably Friday's low. Anybody want to trade some Netflix? Steve, want to trade some Netflix? Check out those options. That's like Amazon used to be back in the day. At the money, $32.50. Oh, cow. Do you remember when Amazon used to be like that? Wow. Yeah, it was over. Yeah, it was definitely over 12. It was big. It was way big. So Amazon pulling back a little bit. I'm gonna get long Amazon here on the 170 calls. Filled at 730. So if it breaks down much past right here, I would just cut it quick. And I would close half at $8. No need to be greedy here. Again, these are kind of different times we're trading these strategies in. We know it can flush quick, so again, line in the sand would be right there. Like to see Amazon get through highs of day. Goog's still marching straight up. NVIDIA has gone green. Dow down 920. I'm sorry, 950. NASDAQ still down 235. So still down pretty big. Sure would like to hit one profit target here on Amazon quick. Come on, push up, Amazon. You can do it. I was a nickel away. Don't you come back down after being a nickel away. Oh, nice. Nice landing. I see you're like Steve. You get filled when I don't. Oh, there we go. I got filled now. Nice fill there. Filled at 820. A little slow today. Oh yeah. Yeah, S&P, NASDAQ not pushing here, but Amazon still pushed up. So I'll get out of another Amazon at 890. Went in with 4 contracts on Amazon, a little bit bigger than what I did with Boeing because it was strong. S&P and NASDAQ trying to get through highs of day. I don't even have GameStop on my charts. Filled. Filled on another Amazon. What a beautiful push up. Holy moly, what just happened? Good thing I've been buying that dip. NASDAQ just went green. I'm glad I'm long Amazon. I got 1 contract left. Oh, the Dow is only down 450 now. yeah, TLC may be on the sidelines today. I mean, that's just a 125-point push up in 2 minutes. Good out in Boeing. Run, baby, run, Amazon. My last contract. I may not be brave enough for any delta neutral today. Hopefully this pushes up and then it just chops the rest of the day. You never know. We get any big volume bars out of this? SMCI with a big volume bar. Microsoft, Apple getting mighty 90s, Meta mighty 90, short. MSTR looks like it's going to get a big volume bar. I do not have a profit target on my Amazon final contract. I mean, what's Financial Juice saying? I guess I could check it out. Don't really see any positive news. This might be the biggest bar I've ever seen while trading live. That is a 200 point. Am I looking at that right? Is that a 200 point SPX bar? All right, back to my Amazon trade. Currently at 1175. Thinking maybe I give it one more bar. Surely we don't have another 200 point push, do we? All right, so SMCI had a big volume bar. It's already pushing up, darn it. MSTR as well. I would probably trade SMCI on that volume bar. See, I would trade the 34 calls. Trying to get in at 196. I don't think that's going to happen. No, not happening. I'll leave it at $2. I still have my Amazon. Any other big bars? Filled at SMCI at $1.97. A little upside volume runner. Well, now SMCI is getting a big red bar. That's not what I wanted to see. Let this bar close here. $90-day pause on tariffs, eh? So that means we get 3 more months of volatility. All right, need to see a bounce at SMCI. Not what I wanted to see out of SMCI. All right, it's touching yesterday's low, so if it doesn't bounce there, I'll cut it. Day trading is not for the faint of heart nowadays. So the push stopped for now. Amazon's still holding up a little bit. I'm still holding that one contract. But SMCI is not cooperating. Just kind of wanting to give it more than one bar. But like I just got done saying, it could come down just as quick as it went up. That is why position size is everything. SMCI had a nice big green bar. All right, closing my SMCI. Filled at $1.21. So that was a nice fake out. Still got my one call in Amazon. So it's coming down too. Yeah. Gonna go ahead and close my Amazon. Wow. I can't even get out of it. Filled at 10.15 to get out of Amazon. So nice winner, but lost a lot there on that down move with just one contract. This is wild, folks. Tough sledding on these mountains. Well, it's almost 9:30, so I'm just not gonna. It's just too big of swings here, so I'm not gonna get in anything else day trading here right at this moment. So I don't know. It might be an observer today. We'll just have to see how things play out. So everyone, be careful, and I will see you during Power Hour.